This story is not just about how they died. It is about why they ran. In February 1959, 9 experienced hikers set out on an expedition across the Ural Mountains in Russia. They were skilled, trained, and fully aware of the dangers of winter survival. One night, something happened inside their tent. When rescuers finally located their campsite weeks later, they discovered the tent torn open from the inside. Footprints were visible in the snow, leading away from the shelter and down the slope. The footprints showed something strange. Some of the hikers were barefoot. Others were wearing only socks or partially dressed clothing. The temperature that night dropped to nearly -30 degrees Celsius. Several of the hikers were later found dead from hypothermia. Others showed far more unusual injuries. Some had crushed ribs. One had a fractured skull. Despite the severity of these injuries, there were almost no external wounds on their bodies, as if powerful force had been applied without visible trauma. Officials concluded that an avalanche forced them to abandon their tent. However, investigators and researchers later pointed out that the tent itself was not buried. Nearby trees showed no significant avalanche damage. The tracks leading away from the tent suggested controlled movement rather than chaotic escape. Even more unusual, some pieces of clothing recovered from the hikers showed elevated levels of radiation. Theories have ranged from secret military testing to rare natural sound phenomena to something far less explainable. What remains certain is that 9 trained hikers made the decision to leave their only shelter in freezing darkness, knowing it would likely cost them their lives. Many people continue to ask what could have frightened them enough to make that choice.